Hi everyone, Rina here. This Squier Affinity Telecaster will be modded and upgraded for better playability, sound and also cosmetics. Over the next couple of weeks we'll refine the neck, replace the hardware and the electronics, including some new pickups, and give it a new look with a black pickguard and nicer controls, including a toggle switch. Let's talk about the playability. The playability is always the top priority in my opinion, and playability mods are usually the cheapest to perform. My copy of the Squier Affinity Telecaster didn't come with the nicest neck. There are some imperfections. The overall smoothness could be improved. As for the fretboard on Squier guitars, I'd always advise you to polish the frets. It's easy to do and improves the feel of your guitar by a lot. Something else that I'll walk you through is to roll off the fret edges. This really improves playability and has a lot nicer feel on the hand. On top of that, we will get rid of any sharp fret ends, and of course the tuning stability is another very important aspect. In addition to better tuners, we will replace the nut and also the string trees. The sound. The most influential part of the sound of an electric guitar is the electric circuit. And it consists of the pickups and also the electronic components. My goal for this guitar is a tone with an emphasis on playing rock music, but with a touch of the classic twang. So this time we will stick to the standard circuit, but we will add some little extra perks like a treble bleed mod and a no-load tone pot. And we will equip the Affinity with a set of ToneRider Hot Classics. Of course, we'll try to reduce the hum too. I know I've promised shielding an Affinity for ages, and finally the time has come. If you've never soldered before or are completely new to electronics, don't worry. I'll guide you through the process and I will do my best to explain everything on the way, how it works and why, and so on and so forth. So please make sure to subscribe and enable the notifications so you won't miss the fun part. For the mechanical side of the sound, my experience is that the bridge has the most prominent tonal influence. But to either prove or dismiss my assumption, we'll make a before and after comparison when replacing this part. The aesthetics. Changing a pickguard is not too hard to do, of course, but it sometimes introduces the need to refine some parts. Like here in the neck area, sometimes the pickup doesn't fit exactly. Things like that, but mostly the screw holes, to be honest. So we will close and even re-drill the whole screw holes as they aren't really nicely aligned. And yeah, we will see how it looks. Also, we will try to give the guitar a tiny bit more of a, let's say, pristine look by upgrading these knobs to dome knobs. The bill of materials. Alright, so far so good, but let's talk about the elephant in the room. How much do you have to spend on mods and how does it relate to the price of the guitar in first place? Well, I usually spend the same amount of money I've given for the guitar later on for mods. But for the Affinity here, I was willing to spend even more because I'm just very curious on the one hand, but also on the other hand, I really wanted to show you all possibilities for a guitar like this, so you can choose between a wide variety of mods to perform on your own guitar. In total, the mods cost me 270 euros, while I initially spent 220 euro on the guitar. Do you think that's too much for a cheap guitar? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and if I've forgotten any mod you'd like to see, let me also know. I'm super hyped to get this series started and I can't wait to see how it all turns out. The actual order of mods will depend, of course, a bit on the shipping time, because some parts haven't arrived yet. But I will try to keep it in a kind of sensible order, so it's easy for you to build along as we go. Speaking of building, there's also a live stream of me building a fretless precision bass from a cheap kit. I'm live every second Sunday, and I'd be happy to meet up with you and talk to you there. I hope this video gave you a tiny bit of an overview about what to expect in the follow-up weeks. And yeah, I will see you next week. Bye!